Hey guys, this is Nick and this is the Coding Blues channel. This is the first video of a series to introduce SwiftUI and how designers can leverage the power of programming. Me personally, I've been a designer for many years now, but for the past 3 years, I've been exploring how SwiftUI can help me make my ideas happen. And I believe every designer should have some sort of knowledge about coding and how everything works. SwiftUI is the coding language for many Apple devices. So now with the latest edition of Apple Silicon several years ago, Apple made this decision to code us more things in this language. So as you can see here, we have this parts where this is live. So I'm gonna just change this to Good Day SwiftUI. As you can see, as I type, it's changing directly. So I'm gonna change. So it's giving me also this suggestion with the comma. So I'm going to uncomment this part. So I pressed Command plus the question mark. And basically from here, I will change it to red. So this is the actual thing that displays me the text, and these parts, the purple ones, are the modifiers. So the text gives me all these lines, and there's VStacks or vertical stacks, and also an HStack, which is horizontal stacks. So these two parts, these two columns are horizontal stacks. So I'll just copy this with Command D, and we'll see another column like this here. So now it's having some spacing and it's aligned to the top. So I'm just going to delete introduce SwiftUI. I'm going to delete this part. And I'm going to make it like so. And as we can see here, now it's not looking that great, but I can center it. And centering is something we can do both for HStacks and for VStacks. But here I can take it to the top, which was a bit before. And I can also take it to the bottom, align it to the bottom. Like so. So it's going to align this way. And I have several other adjustments here where I have all these text fields having body font. So when we have a modifier of the font, this is the way we are telling what the font size is. It's not changing the font style, but it's changing the size. So these are default sizes for Apple devices. So I'm just going to say this is a footnote, and it's going to give them very little text like this. So I'm just going to leave it blank so we have only font, but basically it's gonna give me it's gonna say it's not working. So this will go back to the default font, which is the body font. But basically, if I have this footnote here, all which does not have, like, I'll just have this here. This will be body. So basically the modifiers change everything which is in the brackets. So the brackets, this is the VStack bracket for the vertical stack, and everything here which does not have a color, if I uncomment this using command plus question mark, it's going to give me this purple color. So I'm just going to align this to top like so. It's going to align it this way, and I will just switch the color scheme to dark, and we can see here how this looks. So I'm just going to uncomment this again, and what we can see here is this is switching directly to the white color, and this way we can test our designs, because usually in Figma or any design software you cannot make both tests with the light and dark easily. You have to change lots of things, so that's one of the reasons I wanted to learn SwiftUI. And here I'm changing now the text cases. I'm going to uncomment this to comment, uncomment. So as you can see here, so I'm going to mention a few more things. As we had the alignment for the HStack, we can also have alignment for the VStack. So for VStacks, obviously it has to be the vertical alignment. It's not right or left, but the center is this, can be the same for both. And for left alignment, it has to be leading. So now all the lines here align to the left side. And if we want to the right, we go to trailing. So after we click on trailing, it's gonna align everything to this side. What happens if we want to put it on the top? The whole idea that at the moment all these info, which is all these texts, are centered. So we have this thing called spacer. So the spacer can be used. I'll just take this and place it down after this text right here. So I'm going to place a spacer. So everything, this whole block, will be put on the top. And basically the spacer says that it's going to give me the whole space of white. So everything is pushed to the top along this whole VStack. So the VStack is padded horizontally with 20 pixels, so it can go with 40. So as we can see here, everything is trying to adjust to that. So VStack is a container. We apply all these styling for this container, and we can do this horizontal 10 like so. So it's already updated. But the whole idea of having these containers, if we want to do spacing like 30, now all these are spaced equally with 30 pixels from each other. And if we want to have like vertical spacing, for example, with this HStack, we didn't actually need this much of a vertical, maybe 15 like so. And all of these things can be moved to the bottom if we place the spacer to the top. So everything now is placed on the bottom. So if I want to put it in the leading, it might look a bit better. But all these fields can be moved this way. So I will move this to the top. Maybe it's gonna have a better structure. I'll remove these dots also, so it looks this way. And this is the last part for this first video of introduction to SwiftUI for designers. In the next video, I will cover some elements for images, how to import images. We have to use the assets, which are right here. In the assets, you also place the app icons, but basically any image, if either it's a SVG image, a PNG, JPEG, all these images are placed here. And so far what we had for this video, it's the basics of SwiftUI and Xcode, how we can use the different text styling, but also using VStacks, HStacks, and spacer to make alignments to all these components. So if you like this video, you can put a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and comment if you have any questions. Thank you, and this was Coding Blues with Nikki.